Welcome to We Watch Stupid. I'm Roxy.
And I'm Diana. Today we're going over season 10, episode 10 of 90 Day Fiance, For Better or For Worst. Worst? Worst.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're back, Diana. Woo woo.
Thanks. Felt good to take notes at 90 Day Fiance again. Instead of just having it on in the background, just mushing my brain that way. And thanks for your patience. I was learning how to leak from different parts of my body.
Oh my God. Sounds like fun. So do you have any notes on just, we've had a couple episodes without you here. So yeah, thoughts.
Okay, so I had thoughts while I was listening to it, but the ones that stick out to me are, I miss you. Luke was way too nice. Then there was a point where you were talking about how Rob only got this far because he was hot. He's not that hot.
I mean, I think on a conventional attractiveness scale, he's like hot, but I think we've just like gotten to know him too well.
But just like even appearances, he was never just like hot. Like he wouldn't get like special treatment at Starbucks. He'd just get like normal, you have all your teeth treatment at Starbucks.
Oh my God, this is why we miss you so much.
Well, we can get into this. Maybe we start with Justigor and Nikki.
Okay.
Yes, he was explaining fuck buddies, but was he? And in this episode, he kind of says that, yeah, I did like screw around, but I feel like there was just like a lost in translation where he was like, no, this is what fuck buddies are. And yes, I have friends. And like, were you thinking when he said it's better than masturbation that like masturbation was bad? Like a sin?
No, I think he's saying like having real sex is more fun.
Yeah,
than
exactly. Okay.
I really don't. It was an awkward explanation. And he was explaining fuck buddies to Nikki like she had no idea that this was a concept. Cause he was like, here in Moldova,
But yeah, was it his bone dry humor?
We may never know.
Yeah. They're not saying it to each other that like, because when she's like, I knew it. And he's like, what did you know? Like, what is it that you knew? She's like, you can think about that when I leave. Like, she's not saying that you were having sex with people after you and I were serious or like after, or like between the K-1 visa process. She doesn't really say that. And then he doesn't really say, yes, I had sex with 7 women.
I can't remember if we talked about this like, offline, but what do you think about Ashley's coffee consumption and her wedding planning?
Oh, okay. Coffee consumption, leave her alone. She can have all the coffee she wants, okay?
I still cannot get over that scene of her like having 2, like a mason jar, a thermos, and a Starbucks double shot, trying to drive a car with like her elbows and then also calling a friend.
I know. Yes. Oh, and I think maybe you and Noemi, you guys were like, she shouldn't have called the friend. It was queen status calling the friend, knowing that he didn't know. Like, I think I understand more Spanish than he understands English. So like, and I don't understand that much Spanish. So like, yeah, go ahead and talk about him in front of him.
It's just, he knows. He can tell though. It seems like he can really tell when she's talking to him. You're like, that's the point. He needs to feel bad.
Yeah, she can have as much coffee as she wants, okay?
As a type A person myself, watching Ashley do wedding planning.
Oh, yeah.
Over a garbage plate, which was just her Googling flights to Florida.
That like, was not wedding planning. Yes, that was basic logistics.
That drove me nuts. Oh my God.
They want to get married in Florida because of what? Like why?
She wants to get married in Florida because
they were both in a travel experience.
Yeah. So Florida, I guess. Like, I don't know. If you're gonna go that far, like, why not go to like Costa Rica or Puerto Rico? Like, where does it end? You know?
How much did they think the flights were?
I don't know how much she thought the flight was gonna be, but it ended up being like 250 a piece.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, from New York to anywhere in Florida, it can't be that much. I also spend more than $130 at the vet, so
Oh my god. I didn't like that now I have to have sympathy for Manuel.
I don't have sympathy for him, tell me how.
Well, he's like trying to feed his family and she's like being wild, you know? Like she doesn't understand what it means to like send remittances. Like it doesn't seem like the gravity of it doesn't really seem to reach her. And that's why we love her. She lives in her own world, but I really didn't like having to understand Manuel.
I didn't like it so much that I chose not to subconsciously.
Okay, great.
I'll
Well, it
I'll
sounds
be with Ashley.
she really does seem like fun.
Oh, and the
I
next time on, she's got that crystal,
Oh, yeah,
like,
that looks super
halo
fun.
crown, that looks cool.
Like, I don't wanna be married to her or anything, but, like, I definitely wanna, like, go to brunch and have bottomless mimosas with her.
Yes. Oh my gosh, okay, speaking of, have you heard that there's, like, it's a fee for bottomless mimosas in San Francisco? Like, if you puke in the restaurant, they're gonna charge you, like, a couple $100.
Wait, there's, like, a set fee citywide? This is enough of a problem?
No, I don't
There
think
has to be a
it's
set fee?
I don't think it's citywide, but it's like a handful of restaurants. There was an article about it the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, I definitely have puked in from bottomless mimosas in the bar." Like, in the bathroom in the bar, but, like
I feel like bottomless mimosas have disappeared. Like, I don't see them at bars a
probably
lot
because
anymore.
of all the puking.
Okay, so do you wanna start with Nikki and Justigor?
Yes, yes. So they recapped, like, what he had said about defining fuck buddies, and he said something like, "It's a physically needed thing, so, like, what's the big deal?" What's your take on that?
He does like this a bunch with her rationale or trying to rationalize it with Nikki. He's like, "Okay, but I don't care. I don't care about it. Like, why do you care? Can't we just like," he says at one point, like, "Can't we this situation drop in the garbage?"
Yes. Drop you in the garbage with that
Yeah.
situation.
He oh, he also says something very Rob-like. He's like, "Yeah, the fuck buddy, like, it didn't mean anything. So, like, it doesn't mean anything to me. It shouldn't mean anything to you." And he's like, what does he say? "Your past, my past mean
Yeah.
nothing. Let's create our future." That's like when Rob tells Sophie, like,
He sounds like a caveman.
yeah, yeah. But that's like when Rob tells Sophie, "Babe, don't worry about the past. Like, just whenever I do something shitty, like, think about our future, you know? Think about the future. Don't think about all of this terrible stuff that I've done sequentially
And are
in
still
front of
doing.
you." Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that was another my takeaway, but remind me to bring it up when we talk about Rob and Sophie next maybe. Um, yeah, like, he's not trying to understand her, but then she just wants the drama. Yeah, maybe she is getting off on it.
She kind of is. She does seem genuinely hurt, but she also has this moment where she's talking to the camera and she's, like, saying how she's really hurt. And she's saying it's because someone like her, you know, like an older trans woman, doesn't have many options, especially with a good-looking person.
I caught that too.
Oh, Nikki.
Yeah, like, I guess I don't know how to digest that.
She's so shallow. Like, that's the whole reason why she set up this transactional relationship with him because she's like, shallow and insecure. So she's like, oh, this is the only way I can bag someone as hot as Justigor. I have to like send him money and make it transactional because
Mm.
like, if we're talking about someone, like an older trans woman, like getting attention and like having a relationship, like she's in the Tri-Cities, like she's in New York. She's in one of the most densely populated places in the country.
Yeah, and, like, all sorts of walks of life, all sorts of,
Exactly.
great people who would accept her, but she doesn't think they're
Exactly.
cute, or they won't let her pay for their plastic
Nose
surgery.
job. Yeah, something like that. And like, I'm not trying to say that like dating is a walk in the park. Both of us know that it's fucking shitty.
Yeah. You do it for the stories. Is that shallow?
That's how, yes, that's why you do it. But like she wants a specific type of person. She clearly like is someone like Just Igor. He's her trophy. So
He is cute, but he's such a caveman, and
in so many
yeah,
ways.
in so many ways. And also, why didn't she bring up, well, she kinda does, but to the camera. Sorry, why doesn't she bring up to him, like, if it's a physical need, or, like, then why aren't we doing it more? Because that's all she wants, is to get done.
I don't know.
She says to the camera that, like, that's why he's not making love to me. By the way, puke. No one, here I go again, talking about puke. There's someone else. It's like there's not someone else. There were a whole bunch of else's.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not on his side by any means, but do we think he was actually doing, like, casual sex when between, like, her applying for the K-1 visa and the ring?
He likes it, admits to it.
Yeah, I guess, like, in a court of law, that could be interpreted many different ways. But yes, okay, I'm gonna say.
I mean, he admits to it, I think, because he, like, doesn't see the problem with
Yeah,
it.
so true, yes. And now I wanna know how many.
Yeah, right? I also think that, like, yeah, he doesn't see the problem with it, but, like, I also like, I've said this before, like, I don't understand how in every like, most cultures, like, when you're dating seriously, even before you're engaged, like, you're usually
Totally.
monogamous.
Yeah.
But then he's trying to paint this picture for her that, like, in Moldova, they have this thing called fuck buddies.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. Wait, so you think is he trying to gaslight her in a way?
Yeah, I think so. He wants her to shut up. He wants to keep getting nose jobs or whatever and be on TV.
Yeah.
Like, I think where the disconnect is coming for me, with just, like, just Igor really showing us who he is, like, because when we first meet him, he's like, "Oh, I like she I had
Poetry and
poetry,
chess
chess.
games.
I just, like, work out, and do my, like, sexy thrusts in the park, like, oh my god, I'm such, like, a soft boy, emo," but, like, he's just as much of a fuck boy as, like, the rest of them. Like,
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say The Rest of Us.
oh. Also that, I guess.
We've said it before, but why are they on this show and not before the 90 days?
Yeah, why aren't I don't just don't understand why they're not on B90. Yeah,
Me neither.
but
I bet that's a note we have for the producers.
yeah. Are they listening? They better.
They better be. Do you wanna jump to Rob and Sophie?
Yes.
Okay, so my other note, or not note, but from the past episodes, that I missed because of my choices, consequences of my choices. He takes her to an Airbnb beach house to show her what she can't have.
I know.
Like, it's like a staycation, but, like, it was so dumb. Like, And then, yeah, there's a bathroom. It was hard to find a place without a bathroom. I really like not having a bathroom. Like it wasn't even like they drove up the coast or something and like there's like this it seemed like they walked there.
Right, yeah. And then him bringing out, like, Indian takeout and being like, "Remember that you like this kinda Indian food." It's like, the bar is so low for him, like, Jesus Christ. She literally says in that episode, like, "He doesn't need to spend that much money. He just needs to be nice to me."
I know.
And he, like, can't do
Mm,
it.
yeah. Oh my god, do you remember when I was dating and I just wanted someone as tall as me and nice to me?
Yeah.
S That's how
Somehow
fun
that's
dating is.
sometimes, yeah, that's a high bar.
That's a high bar. But Rob can't reach it because he's short. Okay, so where we left Rob and Sophie last episode was her having an anxiety attack and then saying without looking at him or the camera, "I'm bi." And, like, you could see that obviously it was difficult for her to say.
Why would she ever tell him anything ever again?
I forget if you and Alex talked about this, but why tell him at all? If she hasn't hooked up with a girl and she only has eyes for him because they're engaged and, monogamous, why tell him?
I mean, why would I tell you that I'm bi? I'm not gonna have sex with you and we're not dating.
Okay, you stumped me. You're right.
She wants him to know her, but he's not interested in actually knowing her.
Okay.
He's interested in having a hot woman with reflex jiggle on his arm.
Mhm. I'd watch you reflex jiggle for bowling, just so you know.
Okay.
Um,
Thanks, Biv.
I don't like how he handled it, and I guess it kinda goes to what you said, why would she tell him anything ever again? And
Yeah.
I, like, have the benefit of, like, hindsight. Why would she tell him, like, anything again? But I just think, why would she tell him?
Sounds like in 5 to 10 years, you're gonna pop up and wanna fuck a woman. If
Yeah,
you ever get the idea to fuck a woman, you don't get to fuck a woman. We fuck a woman.
dude.
So creepy.
It's so creepy, and also, like,
He then starts to say that it's like hypocritical for her to be jealous and to be bi. Like, this man hates women. Like, he should not be dating women. He
ooh,
hates women.
true. Yeah.
Like, he's just gonna like, literally everything she's ever said to him, he's turned it around and made himself the victim and blamed her for, like, whatever the fuck it is, and this is no exception, and it's super creepy to watch.
Yeah, she can be bi and she could, like, fantasize, that's not cheating, she's not DMing, like, asking for videos or whatever if that's online cheating,
I
like,
know,
you can
right?
just think girls are hot and, like, put that in your memory bank and
I think he tries to, like, invalidate what she just told him because he's like, "Well, I think, like, most girls are physically attracted to women."
totally,
He's
yes.
basically saying, like, "You're not bi."
I thought the same thing because, yeah, I think women are hot, but I wouldn't identify as bi, but it's also why would he bring that up? She said I'm bi.
In the car, he's like, "It's very convenient for you to sit here and tell me that no woman has ever caught your attention." And then she's like, correctly tells him it's not about him. Like, "This isn't about you. This is, like,
Yeah,
about me and understanding myself and, like, my identity." And he just, like, is such a fucking idiotic narcissist. Like, he literally can't
yeah.
comprehend that something could not be about him.
Well, everything is. He is the sun. We rotate around him.
Oh my god.
So then they get to the jewelry store and he immediately brings up money and is so trashy rude about it.
"Show me your cheapest rings." And she's just standing there like, I would want to die. I would want to, like, crawl into myself.
I I don't I mean, okay, there's cameras there. She's in a foreign country, all of that sort of stuff. Like,
Right.
if Brody was acting that way, he wouldn't act that way. But if he was acting that way, I'd like pull him aside and say, like, hey, fuck you. This is not right. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Or like, why don't we go? Like, maybe you need to have a bottle and a little nappy poo.
Do you need a snack?
Do you need a little snack? Do you need a banana? Help your potassium because you're acting like a little baby. Oh my God. Why does this ring guy need to know all of Rob's troubles? Like, Rob, get a real fucking friend or a therapist or something. This is not okay.
He can't talk to his friends anymore because his friends know that he
Oh.
doesn't tell them the whole truth.
Good point.
So he needs a therapist because he can actively omit facts or minor details that sway the narrative his way. But Rob's coming in as a asshole and then bringing up a fight that they got into where he alludes to her being bi after she had said, hey, this is private.
Do you feel like Sophie actually liked the ring that she got?
No, I don't. I mean, it was sad. Like, she wanted one that matched, which is cute. We got matching rings,
Mhm.
and he like wasn't gonna buy it for her, or he didn't buy it for her, and basically like told her what she liked.
He's just such a creep. Like, I can't think of any other word for that except for creep. Like,
And she seems so sweet, and but then like, and she'll stand up for herself sometimes, but then she like gets submissive, where she's like, okay, like yeah, this is nice too, and oh, how cute, like.
I think I just, like, see a lot of my, like, people-pleasing, like, early 20s self in her, and she's just, like, shrinking herself because he's, like, sucking the air and the life out of everything around him.
Mhm.
Such a bummer. Ugh. He just like, where did he get to thinking that he was such hot shit? Like, what the fuck happened to him?
Maybe someone at Starbucks was extra nice to him one day, and it just really got in his head. Did you like their cheers in the jewelry store?
I thought that was real nice of them to give them champagne after he marched in there asking for the cheapest rings they had.
I wanna know what jewelry store gives you champagne, because 'cause I'll go
You wanna
there.
go to there?
I'll go
Yeah.
there and I'll buy the cheapest ring and then just get a little drunk and vomit.
Triple whammy of a day. Buy a ring, drink champagne, vomit.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna have to put a trigger warning on this episode for puke.
Sorry, I'm gross.
It's okay. All right. Anything else on Rob and Sophie?
He sucks. I'd have bombless mimosas with Sophie.
Yeah, she seems fun for sure. Sam and Citra.
Yeah.
This one was making me so nervous. Sam is making me so nervous. He goes to this barbecue with his family and somehow like he arrives and then is immediately drenched in sweat.
I didn't notice that.
It was like he shows up, hugs everyone, and then like the next scene they show him, like the sides of his hair are like slicked down with sweat and he has like perspiration like on his chest through his shirt and like everybody else like his whole family they are so sweaty. I'm like, what's going on in Missouri?
Yeah, what is going on in Missouri? I didn't notice the sweat because I was trying to figure out what was like, this isn't nice, like off about his face. But then Citra told me it's really small.
I thought his brother was like a little bit cute, but then I noticed he was wearing an American flag shirt,
Merca.
which which is a red
It's
flag.
a choice.
It's a choice. Yeah. Like what's his face? JP. Yeah, it's a red flag.
So he doesn't know much about the Muslim religion, even though he's about to convert. He doesn't know if they celebrate Christmas.
His mom says, not gonna lie, it's hard on me that he's gonna convert to Muslim. She also says you shouldn't have to convert to marry someone. I think
Yeah.
I think she would be okay with Citra converting to Christianity. I think she doesn't like that Sam is converting to Islam.
I see what you're saying. Are they religious? Because it doesn't sound like they're religious at all. Like, is his dad's the atheist, right?
Yeah, but his mom was the one who was, like, more hardline Christianity growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I don't have a rebuttal just for the sake of rebuttaling for you.
She doesn't like the Muslim.
She probably is
Yeah.
not too excited about the aliens that
No.
the dad likes.
So, yeah, she asks him if they celebrate Christmas. He says, "I don't know. I think they celebrate something else. I think it's Yom Kippur," which
That's
is
Wait, no, I think he said Ramadan. Doesn't
no, he
matter.
said Yom Kippur.
It was wrong.
He's
Well, either way. Yeah. No,
it's, like,
I don't know.
wronger than wrong.
Okay. They celebrate Easter. Yeah. They
Oh my god.
celebrate the 4th of July. Also not true.
His brother says he should probably learn a thing about Islam before Citra gets here.
So there's no taste in the food in the US.
Yeah.
So she has to go get spicy food.
What do you think about this 2-week turnaround for them to get married?
Okay, when I first started watching 90 Day Fiance, thought that why do they have to wait the 90 days? Like, basically, it's like, well, if you're a fiance, don't you just get married? Like, get married. And the 2-week turnaround is so that the dad can be there because that's part of the religion, right?
Yeah, he wants to be a witness. He's this dad is intense, but I kind of like him. He says he's letting her marry Sam because Sam is ready to be a Muslim, whether he's ready to or not. Like, what?
Yeah, what?
What does that mean? It means that you're gonna make him convert. That's
Yeah.
what that means.
It means that he said he was gonna be convert, and now he's going to have to because you're a cop.
His like face is kind of jolly. He's got like the round cheeks, but
Mhm.
then he is so scary. It also seems like pretty clear that Citra is like daddy's girl because she says something like,
Yes.
"My sisters and my cat aren't going to miss me, but my dad definitely will."
Yeah, I caught
And I'm
that
like,
too, and I was gonna
"What
ask
is
you.
this?"
So she's totally the favorite, right? And the sisters are like, "See ya." Bet you she tells on them.
Maybe. I thought that was wild. Sam kind of drops a bombshell that he might have to go to jail for
Yes.
a recent arrest.
Huh? So it's a Suboxone?
Suboxone, I think.
But so he had been going to this type of doctor. We're going to find out a little bit more about what it is part of his recovery. And then he's on a business trip and he gets pulled over. That's why you shouldn't speed.
What business trip are you going on as an Amazon warehouse worker?
Are you a drug dealer? Are you a Suboxone drug dealer? It's fine if you
Yeah.
are. Just tell me.
Oh, methadone. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. Methadone is the one that I know of. But yeah, I guess he didn't have it in his prescription bottle, which is also like, what was it in?
Or he didn't. I thought he didn't have a prescription for it.
No, he said it wasn't in the prescription bottle. Oh, he didn't say if he had a prescription for it or not. And he missed the deadline to file for
I
the diversion
know.
program.
Ding dong.
You're such a mess.
But I also want to know what business trip. I want to know because he smelled bad. He was sweating too much. His mom was like, "No thanks."
But yeah, what is this business trip for? Is the business trip just like delivering Amazon packages
And you got pulled over.
in an Amazon van?
Oh man. What the fuck was it? Like, why did you say business trip? Now my mind is running. You could have just gotten pulled over.
Yeah, I don't know. So he's cleaning this room because he says she's a germaphobe neat freak, and he's not. He's like, that's like not just like one day's worth of like pet hair that he's sweeping up, and it's like like loose bits of dog food that he's sweeping up
Yeah.
off his bedroom floor.
I turned away.
And they show just like the piles of shit on his dresser.
Yeah.
Oh my
But new
goodness.
pillows.
New pillows. I mean, that's a step up from Gino for sure.
Oh yeah. I bet you that Sam does get new pillows every 6 months as prescribed by that Walmart employee.
He bought a prayer mat, but thinks that Muslim people celebrate Yom Kippur
And Easter. Yeah, and then he goes to the airport. He's got wearing a shirt that she bought him, which is cute. And he's
Yeah.
got a much better bouquet of flowers than Gino, but
Yeah.
not as good as Justigor.
No, definitely not. He tries to pick her up and spin her and then just like aborts immediately.
Did you see the poster?
What poster?
He had a poster, but he didn't really like hold it. I just kind of like saw it from the side and it looked like an 8-year-old did it. I wish they had shown it to us more.
I am so nervous about this. So like he bought the prayer mat, but like I doubt he knows where to put it because like you're supposed to face towards Mecca.
Uh-huh.
Like,
well, she'll tell him.
But he's just gonna like he knows nothing, and Dad's gonna show up, drag him to a mosque, and he's gonna convert to, in his mom's words, Muslim, and then like have an Islamic marriage like in the same week.
No, I think it's the same day. It's gonna happen all in one
Oh
day because the
God.
dad did say the first thing you're doing is you're gonna go find a mosque and he's gonna convert to Islam.
Yeah, this makes me so nervous.
Yeah, but like in a fun way. Because sorry, we also skipped over that. So Citra's here or has arrived, and she'll be there for a couple days before her dad gets there, and he's a horny little fuck.
He keeps talking about like trying not to be a pervert and like being horny. I'm like, leave her alone. Oh my God, he's scaring me.
Well, okay, the thing is, okay, so he's horny, but she's a devout Muslim, so she's not gonna slip.
No.
So it's not gonna be it'll be difficult for him, but it's not gonna be difficult to like keep to not having sex.
Yeah. I'm like,
Especially they've got 2 new pillows.
like, is she horny?
No.
Like she's like, he has a cute little baby face and he's like so sweet. Like, does she think that he's like hubba hubba, like hot?
What is hot? Is Rob hot? We don't know anything, okay? Like, is she heterosexual if she's never had sex?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know.
These
We
are the
don't know.
questions that
These are good questions.
Yeah.
It's so great to have you back asking the hard-hitting questions.
Being confused and ignorant at times. Anything else with them?
No. Nick and Devin?
Yes. There's lots of the level of fatness in the US is much more. Him explaining why he thinks Americans are fat was poetry to me.
Like, this woman, like the family friend, was legitimately so offended when there's like 3 buckets of fried food sitting in front of them. Like, Like, lady, please have some self-awareness. At the fish fry, you had some strong opinions on the American people and the obesity.
But it was like, so when when the dad confronted him about the nickname, he was like, "It's a joke." And then he's like, "Did she does she like it?" And it was, like, interesting watching him be like, "Well, she just kinda, like,
Uh.
gave it gave up on," like, basically you bullied her into a nickname, like.
Mhm. I like that the dad was like, "Okay, I think he's laughing because he's nervous." So this dad is giving him a little bit benefit of the doubt, but I I think this conversation did need to happen
Yeah.
because I think Nick needs to realize, like, you can't just bulldoze over Devin because she's, like, doesn't always stand up for herself. Although
Mhm.
it sounds like she did, and he just bulldozed over her
Yeah.
anyway, so.
Yeah. Because he, like, didn't understand that it was, like, a negative connotation.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
I wrote, "He's definitely nervous, but he also doesn't give a fuck."
No, he doesn't.
Like,
He's like, "Okay, if I offend someone, then I'll, like, try to maybe not say that anymore, maybe."
yeah. So then it jumps to Devin getting it's like a traditional Korean wedding dress. She hates gold, which is pretty offensive to me, but did she not know?
It's custom.
Yeah, how did she not know what color was gonna be on top?
I don't understand anything about it. It's like, how is this a custom dress, but you don't know what it fucking looks like? Like, what?
So she tries on the dress, she, like, hates it because it's gold, but she's just so, like, blah. She's just so, like.
I had a big problem with the way like, the dynamic between her mom and her throughout this entire episode.
Okay.
Because, like so she's just I thought she looked really pretty in the hanbok. I mean,
Mhm.
okay,
I
it's
agree.
gold, whatever. I don't think it's actually gonna take that long to remake the top. That's
Okay.
not that big of a deal. But she just has a pissed off face and she doesn't say anything. And then the mom, like, jumps into problem-solving mode based on Devin's body language.
Mhm.
So she's just, like, enabling her, like, pissy weird behavior by being so deferential to like things that she isn't saying. Like she's allowing Devin to not communicate because she's just like jumping into action and like trying to fix things.
Well, even I see what you're saying, but the mom's also trying to fix something that Devin doesn't want fixed.
Yeah, she needs to back off and Devin needs to like step it up. It's a very weird dynamic. It was super uncomfortable to watch.
It was uncomfortable to watch. It also seemed a little familiar to me. My mom loves solving problems that I don't think are problems. Then the dress shopping thing, I can't tell you how many times I've had a similar situation where I'm like, "I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna be trying this on. I'm uncomfortable in my body. Why am I here? Why am I here, mom?"
Oh,
Granted, I was a teenager,
yeah,
not a I mean, 23 years old isn't, like, that older than a teenager, but
right, totally.
but it was just sad, like, she reminded me of, like, I did not wanna go, like, homecoming dress shopping.
She seems to think yeah, she, like, seems to think Devin is going to, like, blow up or, like, have a bad time at her wedding if she doesn't have an alternative dress. I'm just like, "Mom, just let her have a disaster, like, just let a
Yeah.
disaster happen." Like, it's not it's not worth making your daughter, like, so freaking miserable. Eventually, mom comes around that the dress situation is out of her hands, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
just like when they push enough to, like, get yelled at, and then they're like, "Okay, okay, why do you yell at me? That's the only thing that you listen to."
Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely more team Devin in this. I just, like, don't understand why she can't use her words, and I feel like her mom
Well, she does. I mean, she mumbles it. She says, "I don't need a backup dress."
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not I'm not I'm not defending either of them. It was an awkward situation, but on a lighter note, prom superstore.
Oh my god, first impressions prom superstore.
Yeah. And we got to see some people trying on prom dresses, and man, are they flashy these days.
Yeah. They're head to toe sequins.
Yeah, man. How old's the sister?
Oh, I don't know. I think she's older.
What did you think about the sales associate coming and saying that she was upset, that Devin was upset? And so then,
That
like,
was
the mom.
probably a nice heads up if Devin wanted to talk to her mom.
Yeah. Why didn't the sister go in? Like, "Mom, catch a hint. She's crying because of you." Like, maybe the sister should go in and be like, "Yeah, mom's a bitch."
I don't know what to make of any of the siblings. Like, neither of them said anything when they met Nick. Do you remember that? They arrived at the house and they were just like, "Hi," and then, like, literally just stood there in the living room looking super awkward.
They're from Arkansas. I don't know how people from Arkansas are, but I'm sorry.
Um, are mom and dad that awkward? Like, where's the why are these kids so weird?
Well, okay, as overbearing as the mom and dad seemed kind of personable.
Yeah, like, well-adjusted?
Yeah, like, hell of overbearing,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know, maybe they're camera shy.
Yeah. Do you think they'll get married with this dress fiasco
Oh
on
my
the brink of
god.
disaster?
Probably not, and they should have listened to her mom. But then the mom will come in with a head to toe sequence, first impressions prom dress that she bought because she knew mother's intuition. No, yeah, everything's gonna be totally fine.
Okay, so Clayton and Annalie,
Yeah.
I feel like Clayton has been so good about taking her to do a lot of activities.
Yes, I agree.
They've gone to do a lot of activities. So now they're going to a petting zoo with llamas to remind her of Peru.
Yes, but she lives in the city, so the
And on the
llamas are
coast,
kind of far away,
yeah.
but
She feels like she's only a few hours from home.
yes, yes, which is so nice of Clayton. Did you catch that that woman was a llama technician?
No. I caught her trying to make out with llamas
Yeah,
though.
fucking llama kiss? Would you llama kiss?
No. One of them like lunged at Annalie. Like, what the hell? I'm not
Oh.
also llamas spit. Like, they're not nice.
Have you been to, like, a petting zoo or a zoo or a farm recently?
The closest I was farm sitting for a guy last year
Oh,
who
yeah.
had alpacas, but they
Oh.
were like dumber than rocks.
Ooh, it's
They're
rude.
very dumb animals.
But so, like, you were feeding them?
Yeah.
Like, giving them carrots in your mouth?
Oh, yeah, we made out every day. All 4 of them.
Sorry, back to Clayton and Annalie. The goats are hitting his nuts. It's all the action he's gotten since she got there.
This episode proved to me that she has the ick, like, big
Oh,
time.
yeah, 100%. Also, I wanted to point out that if Annalie was Nikki or Jasmine, by Clayton saying that,
Mhm.
she sh Annalie should have turned around and said, "Oh, so you were cheating on me before I got here?" So,
She's
yeah.
missing a beat, I guess. She's
Mhm.
too distracted by his, I don't know, weird way of being who he is.
Yeah. So then he is on a Peruvian theme afternoon, and they go to
Mhm.
a Latin restaurant called Pisco Sour.
Pretty cute. Although he orders spaghetti.
It was kinda like chow mein. Like, it was a
Yeah.
weird looking like, it was a thick noodle, but yeah, I did notice
Yeah.
that, and I can't remember noodles in Peru.
No, I don't think that's a thing.
But we also find out that he would eat a hamburger for every meal if he could, and he spends 45 minutes or an hour in the bathroom.
Why do men have to poop forever? I ask people this all the time, and I never get a good answer, beyond like, "Oh, I'm on my phone." I'm like, "Well, that sounds nice. Get the fuck out of there."
Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe it's because they don't get to sit in the bathroom every time, even though they could, but also, I guess men don't have as much shame as women, like, I'll text, but I'm not on the
Mhm.
phone, but I know plenty of guys who are on the phone,
That's while they're just, like,
dropping a
blowing up the
deuce.
toilet?
Yeah,
That's nuts.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, "Do they
Again,
know that you were on the toilet?"
the bar is in
And
hell. The bar is in hell.
Yes.
So, yeah, like, okay, so they're at this restaurant, and she's talking to him, and he's like he's not twirling the spaghetti and using a spoon to get it to his mouth, like, uh,
Oh, yeah, he had horrible
a
table
rational person.
manners.
He
Yeah,
was, like, scooping it. He was, like, scooping it and, like, flinging noodles all over the place, and, like
and she
so
was
he's
into
eating.
it. She was like, "Take me here and now."
So
No.
she's watching him eat like a caveman,
Oh,
and then she
2 cavemen.
starts 2 cavemen on this episode, and she's talking to him about how he's on the computer all the time and never leaves the house. He has
Yes.
no friends in real life, and she's like, "I thought I was gonna come here and, like, walk into a community, and then you, like, don't know anybody," and he seems to have no shame,
Yeah.
like, no problem being like, "Well, all my friends are online," and she's like, "What the actual
Yeah.
fuck?"
I thought that they did a good job communicating, like, in Spanish, and she did a good job communicating, period, about, like, okay, well, they're not virtual friends. He's like, "They're not robots." Like, "Okay, but they're not face to face. It's not physical, like." And then she's like, "Is this a red flag? Like, I'm worried he doesn't have any actual friends." "Yes, okay. You saw his table manners. That might be one reason there." Yeah, he doesn't care, which reminds us of the other caveman. He's like, "Well, I don't have a problem with it, so,
So why would you have a problem
yeah.
with it? Why is this a problem? But yeah,
Just put
like,
this situation in the garbage."
just the way that her face is, I feel like she's just, like, having a hard time watching him scoop spaghetti.
Yeah,
Like, she just really has the ick.
yeah. Oh, man. Do you have, like, ex-boyfriends or ex-partners where you're just like, "Oh, what was I doing?" Like,
Oh, like,
yeah.
almost all of them.
Like, not all of my ex-boyfriends where I'm like, "Oh," but, like, some of them, it's just like, wow, I was trying I had the ick, and I was trying way too hard.
To, like, push through it. Learned way too late in life, like, you don't have to push through the ick, like, you can just leave. Yeah, so speaking of this woman's ick, she's mopping the floor while a fat chihuahua is barking at her.
Oh my god, yeah.
She, like, has a realization that this apartment is, like, really for 1 person,
Mhm.
but they have 3 people and 4 pets.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Um,
there's like a I guess, like, flashback, I guess,
Something
to,
like that, yeah.
like, the kitchen, and then, like, Clayton saying, "Oh, it's getting kinda, like, messy in here," and then the mom saying, "Well, if she'd clean up her stuff, then I'll clean up my stuff." Am I remembering that right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, "Okay, well,
Get in your closet.
there's one hoarder in this house.
I forgot about that.
There's one person's shit that's piled up in the living room because that person has chosen to live in a closet. There's one person with a storage unit full
Packed, yeah.
of boxes that are about to become a public health hazard."
No, but yeah, I was just like, "Whoa, the mom, like, being extra juvenile." In her, like, going out top on the
I know,
futon.
right? She looks super pleased with herself. I was like team mom for a minute, but like now not so much. Yeah.
She's
Really.
chosen to live in a closet. I'm assuming rent-free for 3 years,
Yeah.
so maybe I am team mom. Like, she's got it dialed in.
She's making good
Yeah.
choices.
But so, okay, Clayton works from home, right?
I am like the further that we get along in their story, I'm like, I don't think that he has a job. I think that he maybe I think that he maybe does like Twitch streaming or something if he's like always on the computer and all he does is play video games.
I took it as he works from home, so he's always on the computer, and, like, maybe he barely has phone call like, work calls because he codes or something, and then in his free time, he's plays video games. Maybe, but, I mean, yeah, maybe he doesn't have a job, but at the same time, he is taking her to these themed outings, there's a Kentucky theme outing, there was a Kansas theme outing, this Peruvian themed outing.
I think he should stop spend money on outings and flights to Peru and like get a two-bedroom apartment.
Or they could fly to San Diego and finally meet his best friend after 15 years.
Or that.
But no, I do agree with you about the two-bedroom apartment. He's just so
He
far away. He's in San Diego. How far is Kentucky from California? Like, okay, yeah, it's not next door, but, like,
It's like a 4-hour flight. His, like, whole body tenses up. He looks so physically uncomfortable when she
yeah, I
suggests
guess
this.
that's a good idea. Like, no, it was a great idea. It was a very thoughtful idea,
Mhm.
and also will really help her because she'll see if he can actually interact with other people
I know,
besides
right?
family members.
I also feel like her demeanor suggested that this is not a suggestion. This is, "We are going to San Diego." Because like, there was something about her where she was just like, "Yeah, so you can go and ask him to be your best man so that you have, a normal human wedding." Okay? Great.
That
Great.
is a
Great.
tone of voice that I am still trying to get with Brody. So, good job.
It it seems like it does take finesse, and she
She
has
got it.
mastered it
Yeah.
because they end up in San Diego next
Yeah.
episode or at some
Also,
point.
like, your your best friend is online. I'm assuming that he's just as awkward as you are.
Right.
So, great. Like, I wish someone could just, like, tell someone that's awkward that, like, this person is also going to be awkward. They've had a 15-year-long relationship with you on the internet.
He seems comfortable enough to, like, call out say weird stuff about his sex life in front of this guy
Oh,
immediately
yeah, from the or
next
next
time
time
on.
on,
Yeah,
rude as hell.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either, but I
I
will
just
say, is he one of the first men in this franchise that wants more sex? Because 'Cause we've got Nikki and Jasmine who want more sex.
oh, Colty and Larissa. Colty wanted sex, like, 8 times a day.
I think I'm watching that season. That's season 6.
So, yeah.
Guilty.
S so gross.
They did it he lives with his mom.
Oh, true. Yeah. Horn dogs live with their parents, apparently.
Oh, man. Good stuff. I'm really excited to have Clayton meet someone in person.
I
Or,
think it's
okay,
gonna be
do
real weird.
you have do you have a relationship that you've never met them in person? Besides, like, my therapist.
Yeah, my therapist is all online. I feel like I have some, like, yeah, social media type relationships where I'm, like, more friendly with people, through Instagram messages or something than I've had a longer Instagram messaging relationship that I've had with them in, like, real life, but most of the people that I'd be corresponding with like that,
Like,
I've
you
met in
had
real life.
met in person, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
only thing I can think of is, like, the company before the company that I'm at now, like, I met, like, 3 of those people in real life
Yeah.
because of the pandemic. But,
Mhm.
like, pen pals, like, you eventually do meet them, like,
I guess ideally, yeah.
unless you're Clayton.
Yeah.
And you're like, "No, they're real, they're not robots. If they were robots, that'd be weird." Well,
Well, yeah, we'll see how Clayton does IRL. It seems like he's maybe trying to, like, show off for this guy
oh,
by
like,
being
"Yeah, I
ugh.
have sex." I'm not a virgin. Might think
Like,
I'm be a virgin, but
I know what sex is enough to miss it when it's not there for the
yeah,
last month or something,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Gino and Jasmine?
They're back. Did you miss them last week?
Of course I did. I'm not a fair weather Jasmine fan like some,
Fair enough.
but,
Okay.
you're entitled to your opinion even though it's wrong. So, she comes in hot. She's like he goes, "What are you doing?" And she says, "I'm cooking." She was folding laundry.
Yeah.
And so he was with his cousin Dana. He doesn't have friends either, he just has the family.
Yeah,
Um,
seems like
and
it.
Dana coming in with like being a little reasonable. Like, yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
that you didn't tell her about the bachelor party. And Gino says, "Well, she terrifies me."
And he's, like, laughing. I
She's
thought it
like,
was so weird.
"Oh."
Okay, so what is the woman that told Jasmine about the bachelor party is Dana's wife.
Oh, is she?
I think that's what I remember.
She knew it was a family member. It's just like
Okay.
there's only family Gino.
Okay. I'm like, what is the conspiracy between the 2 of them? Do they want Jasmine and Gino together, or do they not?
Everyone wants Jasmine and Gino together. Everyone, okay? It's on the ballot.
November
Yeah,
2024.
yes.
What Gino, why do you have to go see naked women dancing? Why?
Why? Tell me what these customs are. Do you touch them? Do you get a blowjob? Oh my
What
gosh,
is
do you remember when we learned how to sign blowjob? Take off your hat and I'll give you a blowjob.
Yeah. I I'm just she just kinda seems less funny. She
You're
seems
wrong.
more depressed.
Um, this was a very this was a very calm, like, fight discussion, I will give you that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, 'cause she like you said before, like, it's just she's crying and she's angry every episode, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
I'll never get sick of it. She was just throwing us something different, you know? She's
I
like,
guess.
yeah, and then we get
You know what
happy Jasmine for the rest of it. Well, but complaining about the cold.
yeah. I remember that she had a stripper before he got to Panama, the first season of Before the 90 Days. So it was 3 years ago,
Cool.
but, like,
I
it
love a
was for her
double
birthday or
standard.
something. It was, like, during COVID in Panama too. they had, like, a stripper in her hotel room, like, before Gino got there for some reason.
So
And it was,
great.
like, her girlfriends and, like, her gay guy friend had
And
a
does
stripper.
and Gino didn't know about it before?
He didn't know about it, and then I think she told him, and he flipped out. And then she was like, "Shut up. It was fun."
Perfect. Well, so then they worked on their communication and they knew to tell each other about their if they see strippers. So that's what I don't think she had a stripper at her bachelorette party, but he's
No.
wrong. Okay. Can you just realize that?
No. No, Gino's the worst. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to say that Gino's not wrong. I'm just trying to understand what Dana's doing.
Stir in the pot.
Alright, that's it. That's all he exists to do. He sucks.
Yes. Yes.
He Gina says so they're giving each other the silent treatment because of all this and because she found all this stuff in the house, and he says, "I'm sorry you're finding things about my past in my house."
Not even trying anymore.
Which, like, is that a joke or, like
He has no funny bone. He, he's just that like dun dun dun. The bowling alley, I think it was called Super Bowl. Um,
Gino goes into the bowling alley and he's like, "This is bowling, baby."
so proud to show her this pastime.
Oh my god. And she says it smells really bad like old shoes, farts, and sweat, and that
Fucking love her.
it's not a real sport.
Yeah, she likes to play soccer and
Beach volleyball.
volleyball.
She says this is an excuse to eat fast food, and I don't think she's wrong.
No, she's not wrong. And get drunk.
Yeah, I can't think of the last time I went bowling where I wasn't eating, like, fries and being
Drunk.
drunk.
Yep, I agree. And then he's, like, trying to, like, tell her how, like, "Oh, you wanna go this way, so that," and then she just does the granny throw, which
Yeah.
works every time, I swear.
Is that your move?
Yeah. I'll, like,
Nice.
try to do, like, the real way for a while, but then, especially if you're drinking, that just, like, there's a peak, and then even though she doesn't like it, she can't help being good.
I wrote down, "I hope he chokes on a tater tot."
Great. Then he starts talking about a vacation, and she's like, "Hawaii?" And even before he talked about budgets, I was thinking, "Why are you doing a vacation if you have no job and you won't buy her a new pillow
Oh
or
my
get a
god.
cleaning lady to clean your toilet?"
Yeah, I know.
But
And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, budget, da, da, da." But, like, is Miami really cheaper than Hawaii?
the flight would be from Michigan.
Okay,
And
that's
I
fair.
looked up the hotel. It's a very reasonable hotel. You're not gonna get that hotel price in Hawaii, I don't think.
Okay.
But
Well, fair.
when someone says what's fun and exciting, I don't know how, knowing Gino, she didn't immediately say, "Florida, Legoland," because that's where I wanted him to yeah.
He's fucking up taking her to Miami. Take her to any other part of Florida, okay? Because
To
y
Legoland in Orlando. Yeah, because Miami is like little Latin America.
I'm serious. She's gonna wanna move there. It happens as soon as they get in the cab.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about how she peed on the plane or after she left the house wearing
Oh,
a
in that
unitard
suit?
underneath her pants and clothes.
Oh my god, I didn't
Jasmine,
think about
you're
that.
you're magical and just you amaze me every day.
It had, like, a low back, so maybe she could just, like, scoot it forward and pee through the hole in the back.
She's so smart. It's incredible. That'd be a perfect outfit for Legoland.
Yeah, so the cab driver's telling her everybody speaks Spanish in Miami, and then she talks shit to the cab driver about Gino not learning Spanish, and then, like, they do this like rooftop like video for Fiance, and she's coaching Gino through Spanish, and it's really awkward.
Yeah, it was. Super awkward. Yeah, dude, she was in her element there. And I can't wait for the next episode where there are just these tiny black triangles on her massive boobs.
Oh my god, I am so excited for that bikini.
Yeah.
So excited. That's the other thing that she's gonna like, okay, so not only is Miami like little Latin America, and it's have you been to Miami?
No,
It
I
is
want to go.
like truly people do not assume you speak English. My
Mm.
sister and I were there for a couple days, and like everybody just starts speaking Spanish to you, and like you better fucking keep up. And then if you like start speaking English, they get like miffed. And like they'll kind of do it, but like you're probably gonna get worse service or like have your food
Cool.
spit in or whatever.
Nice.
But
I'm game.
yeah, yeah, it's and then it's like warm, and then she's like people it's the South, so and Latin, so it's like people dress up there. They're not all just
Mm.
wearing like baggy
Sweatpants,
khakis
yeah.
and like
Oh my
disgusting
god.
fedoras
Gino looked so gross.
and the
Like,
bowling.
it all of it. Like, they were up on that rooftop and he had, yeah, baggy khakis, like, like, straight from Costco. Like,
Yeah. The tucked in button down. Like, why don't you have any casual clothes? Like, he's just wearing what he would wear to work. Jasmine's outfit, that unitard and the bucket hat, she is like 40. She's over 40. Okay, can we
no,
please
she's
just like agree on that?
36. Next year, she's gonna be 35.
That's like a TikToker outfit. Like she looks like like a
She looked,
TikToker.
good,
She looked
okay?
great.
Yeah, and I think the unitard had that, like, ruching in the back to, like, make your butt look
Uh-huh.
extra big, even though her
Uh-huh.
butt is extra big because
Yeah.
Dane bought it for her.
Oh my god.
Anything else with them?
No, I'll do next time on real quick.
Okay.
So I wrote down Jasmine boobs pop out of a
Yeah. Oh,
bikini.
beautiful.
Devin might not have a dress. Clayton and Anali go to San Diego.
Mm,
Ashley goes dress
yeah.
shopping. I'm excited for that. Sam has to go to jail or probation. Citra wants to leave. And then I kind of can't wait for this. I'm really over Rob, but like I kind of can't wait for them to get into this fight in a sex store. It looks like they're screaming at each other
Yeah.
across racks of lingerie.
Yeah. I hope someone throws a dildo.
Okay, do you have
Of course I do.
fuck, marry, kill?
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill. Tony, the jeweler,
Mhm.
the llama technician,
Mhm.
or the cab driver.
That's exactly what I put down.
No, you
So great,
didn't.
great minds think alike. Yeah.
Ooh, I can probably think of another one too if we want.
No, let's
Okay.
do it. I want to do
Okay.
it. Okay, I think I will off the bat. I'm trying not to be a misogynist, but I kill the petting zoo lady. Just she's too chipper. She's just not bringing like the kind of critical thinking ennui. Just there was no edge.
Uh-huh.
There's no edge. I'll
Okay.
just say there's no edge. Okay. Probably fuck the cab driver. Kind of
Okay.
cute.
I
A little
see
bit
that. I
cute.
see that.
And like native language is Spanish. Maybe he'd say some hot stuff in bed.
Okay.
So what does that mean? Oh, I marry the ring guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Blood diamond money? Here heard it's good money.
I think I would do I mean, that was your choice. I think I'm going to kill the ring guy because I don't, like, have any, like I don't have anything good to say about him, okay? I think I'd marry the cab driver. He's got a good job, he's bilingual, and that luscious
Mhm.
hair.
Luscious.
Luscious hair. So then I'm gonna fuck the llama technician because she's a little kinky with those llama kisses.
Oh, good point.
Be a good time.
Oh, I fucked up hard.
Okay. It's okay.
Wow. Would you be okay doing it on a pile of hay?
That could be romantic. Yeah.
Would
Realistically, no, that's disgusting. But maybe
does she
maybe I'm on some like heavy drugs and llama kissing.
does she smell like goats?
She
While you're
smells like
doing it?
alpaca.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I guess, we differ there, but that's fine. I think you're more correct on that one. Why would I want to marry that ring guy and his blood diamond money? I don't know.
It's because he has champagne. So it's not a bad choice.
Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm so excited that Diana is back. Hopefully we can have
Me
you back
too.
next week, but
I'll censor myself.
babies are gonna baby. Don't censor yourself ever. That's what editing is for. All right, thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.